in 2 weeks.
We kept away from the A30 because, I mean, you know, when you live in this part of the world, you know how busy the A30 is, especially on the first Saturday of the school holidays. You do not go anywhere near it. We headed down to towards what was called the King Harry Ferry, which goes across the river just above St Justin Roads and Falmouth.
And we are just crossing the River Tamar at Horsebridge, and this actually marks the county boundary between Cornwall and Devon.
And then the cycle route that we followed, the NCR3, follows the canal out of Taunton and then works its way up towards Bridgewater.
And we were going over the Severn Bridge as the sun was setting. All in all, it was a tough day. It was a long way. We saw a lot of Somerset. Obviously, the middle bit's like a billiard table, so that was lovely to ride across.
1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10.
We've got a Cornish pasty, pork pie and Scotch eggs. These are all fairly high in fat. What you want to try and remember is when you're out cycling, doing any endurance exercise, you want to go with 65% carbohydrate, 15% lipids or fats, and 20% protein.
End of day 6, got to Sedbergh about 7:45. Pretty little village. Seems to take forever to get here. I think they've got a different kind of miles up here.
We're in Scotland, another milestone.
We're travelling unsupported, so everything that I'm taking is on the table in front of me and I've got to carry it. So I've got 2 spare tubes, I've got some patches, I've got some power links in case we get a break on the chain. So we have arrived at the ferry terminal at Ardrossan.
Where are we? Just left?
We just left Brodick.
Brodick, that's it.
And there's a little climb out of the ferry port and then you drop down and there's this lovely quiet rolling A road that sort of follows its way past Tarbert, Loch Gilhead, all the way up to Oban.
I am pleased by.
The shirts were fabulous. They did their job in every way. They raised more money for Help for Heroes and they kept us safer.
You won't be looking for too long before you find this little secret of mine.
You've got this feeling you're on top of the world because it's very quiet. There are no birds singing. There's a bit of wind. But when there isn't any traffic, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And all of the sides of the roads are covered in heather.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's a good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, took and kicked them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah.
I think most of the other stuff that's happened today we've talked about en route. The only thing I didn't mention was that last night I was persuaded, in fact, to have deep fried haggis and chips. Beautiful countryside, but I'd rather see it without this wind and the rain.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
The wind's now about 30 to 40 miles an hour. We're dropping down into Tongue and across the estuary to our night stop. We can't stay here any longer, we're just going to get blown away.